feel it, the individual's warrior spirit inside. So you have to find an armor and you can put it together. And as you get larger or smaller, whatever, adjustments. But it's all very individual.
I guess so.
We'll be getting started shortly.
No.
Fuck the fire marshal!
If they are outside and you are holding a seat for them, they're not.
I think you.
To save the day, I can't sustain this. Are we gonna get audio?
Does. I mean, this is the guy who wrote the immortal line "Get a Life" for William Shatner to say on Saturday Night. And he's had many TV shows. He's done the animation on Saturday Night Live for years and years and years. He's also a writer, the head writer for Conan O'Brien. Whenever you see those lips that are the those lips on the politicians.
Look at this fucking guy! Oh my God! Look, you make this guy next to you. This guy's George Clooney.
Triumph. We're gonna watch some cartoons.
Where did they find that in?
Come here, Triumph, I got something for you.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Give it to me.
Stop wasting these people's time. Oh, what did you say about the Saturday Night Live?
We're gonna watch some cartoons, Triumph. We should do this. Some people say these are the best things on Saturday Night Live.
Big fucking deal. The best thing on Saturday Night Live, that's like saying it's the shiniest kernel of corn in my poop. I've got a question for him. I hear, when he comes up, ask him, what's the hardest part of writing an SNL sketch? Is it finding the one joke? Or getting the one joke to go on too long? Or is the hardest part after the joke has done mildly well, bringing it back next week and the next week, ramming it up our assholes over and over till we hate it? These people don't have time for this Saturday Night Live cartoon crap. These people have options. These are not your typical nerds. These are high-grade nerds. Look at this guy. He has other things he could be doing. This guy has options. He could be in his hotel room whacking off to all the photos he took of toothpicks tonight. You don't think this guy has options? This guy's a big superhero fan. Yes, you're a big fan of all the Fantastic Four food groups. There are many fat dudes here tonight. Many fat dudes who gave up their time to be in the AOL chat rooms. That's right. If you're logging into AOL chat rooms, there's no hot women tonight. They're all at Comic-Con. What's your handle? Sarah 101, yes. These people could be at the Will Eisner Awards. They don't have to be here. They could be at the Will Eisner awards watching people on stage who are even duller than they are. Who do you like for best pencil or inker? You know he's got the Will Eisner Awards pool in his office. I like Gene Ha. You. Sorry, microphone problem. What are you doing here? Seriously, what's the matter? The Special Olympics ran out of eligible men? That's right, you're lower than the Special Olympics. Hurts, doesn't it? These guys have so many options. Wait. Holy shit! Klingon lifestyles? Store? What the fuck are we doing here? There are Klingons in the next room! We have to stop them! Who's coming? Come on! I'm not kidding! You fucking pussies! There are Klingons ready to take over the earth!
Try and see the video.
Robert?
Where are the Klingons? Can they hear me?
Now you're coming too soon.
If I get in trouble, then NBC.
I'll take the trouble.
Would you shut the fuck up? If I get in trouble, then NBC could be kicked out of Comic-Con. If NBC is kicked out of Comic-Con, then their ratings would go even more into the crap. If their ratings go more into the crapper, then GE, General Electric, would go out of business. If General Electric goes out of business, the American economy will collapse. If the American economy collapses, this country could be susceptible to anything. It could be susceptible to all kinds of invasions. By Klingons!
I have no idea if we're going to hear this or if we're going to see it.
Holy shit, it's over. Where are the Klingons?
I think we're going to hear it. Nice going.
All right, forget anything happened. That didn't happen. Okay? NBC is number one. Okay, roll another cartoon. The Klingons already left. The show was already over. It was that big a disaster. Roll something, nerd. Dance, nerd, dance! My gratitude by getting thrown out. See, any way that I could show my gratitude better by fucking up NBC. But the Klingon show was already over. What was it, like 20 minutes? Yeah.
It's short plays and Klingon.
Man, next year.
Oh, man.
Tell anyone. Seriously. Or it'll ruin the surprise. Jerry?
Yes.
Sit down.
Well, there's no chair, so I have to.
I took your chair. I don't really have a game plan here. I brought like 4 DVDs of crap. By crap, I mean hilarious comedy. And, we'll talk a little bit, and if there are certain things anybody would like to see, we probably have that too. Whether it's from weird shit like Dana Carvey show, or...
Look well!
We have Look Well here too. Black Wolf, I'll have to pull out the Triumph DVD for that one. Black Wolf's afraid to fly. I wanted him to come. Thanks for asking.
Hojo!
Hojo. I have a clip of Hojo. Okay.
If you have questions, there's a
I have
mic over
that.
here. We'll take a line over at the center if anybody has any specific questions. We'll get to that.
What happened? Oh, everybody hates him, I know. I know.
Sit down. Go back to Russia.
Why don't we calm things down?
Wait.
Why don't we just calm things down? We'll play a quick live action thing and a quick clip of something that I particularly really like. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, I'm already a boring person in a lot of ways, and I heard some of the other ones that people really want to know, like David Spade talking about exactly what went into making the salon hair commercial. I mean, it's a funny commercial. But... So I'm talking about some of these things myself, and I'm talking with Rob and the other animators, but I also thought it'd be more fun to have color commentary from some of the celebrities who were in the cartoons, who we made fun of. So we got Mr. T. Mr. T doesn't stop talking, so I'm gonna have him do commentary over like the ex-presidents. Mitt Reagan. Just say no to drugs. This is the real commentary. And the reason I bring it up is because I was really excited that Ladysmith Black Mambazo agreed to do audio commentary for that cartoon and for several other cartoons. And you know, come on. What's better than Ladysmith Black Mambazo doing? Who would you rather hear talk about this? Ladysmith Black Mambazo. You! Don't make me pull out that fucking puppet again. My hand hurts.
You really OD'd on 70s Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, I'm a bigger nerd than anybody in this room. Who's that? The same dude?
Yeah.
No, a new nerd. Okay. You're right. No, I know. I was actually kind of disappointed. I was supposed to, Conan. We were talking about maybe doing a Triumph thing, but I have to say I have to compliment the grade of nerds. In all seriousness, they're much better looking than It's not like the Star Wars convention. I was a little.
I think this is only your fans.
This is more of like, these guys have a slacker Kevin Smith vibe going on. The whole Poindexter thing. Except for Mr. Natural in the front row. Stand up, Mr. Natural. Stand up, Mr. Natural. Look at that. You're so young at heart, young, and you're like a little kid at heart, young and pure and innocent. I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the children in your trunk. Sit down! This will just be like, I pardon his appearance. It's just easier.
How did this get started? You being involved with animation? You're a comedy writer.
It started on, the first thing, 100 of these over the years, and I think 3 were somebody else's idea, because I'm very greedy about, I like my ideas and I want to earn my money, but I want to say that the idea for the Disney Vault, the basic idea that there are skeletons in the Disney Vault, very embarrassing skeletons, was the idea of Rob Marionetti here. Very funny man. Feel free to chime in anytime. And the Disney Vault is a cartoon that my theory is that Disney, we made fun of Disney like 5 times, and each time they don't do anything, and the lawyers are always nervous, and my theory is that they're just, they're afraid of suing because it will, why would they want this in the papers? Why would they want all these issues brought out? It's bad enough that they're on Saturday Night Live. By the way, they're not true, right, Rob? None of the things you're about to see are true. They're just rumors that have been verified on Snopes.com. Wait, I wasn't supposed to say that. They weren't all verified on Snopes.com. Here, you'll see some of them. No, that's the wrong one.
They really got into it.
They really got into it? Okay, speaking of cartoon icons,
Nothing against Mickey Mouse, but he isn't funny. I just want to show one cartoon because someone is very special here, and I want them to be here to see this cartoon. It's one of the most popular ones. I had a huge time getting it through standards, but I think it's just so strange because the reaction was so different than what people expected. From standards and practices perspective, when I submitted this script, they were like, absolutely not. You can't, they're just, anytime you even say G, much less Jesus, they get nervous. And it was a real absolutely not. Whenever that happens, I go to Lorne Michaels and just have him read it and let him fight the fight if he wants to fight the fight, because ultimately he can get a lot more done than I can. And so we got that one on, and it's, people from all religions, praise that cartoon for, excuse me, attacking religious hypocrisy. And the part that I miscalculated was the part at the end. With Linus, I consider, to me, that's like the greatest half hour in television history, that show. It is, because it's just so complex on so many levels. And the comedy, people don't give Charles Schultz enough credit for the sublime, bizarre, absurdist comedy. That's peaked in the 60s with the fad of psychiatry. And so people sort of think of it in those terms, but that cartoon has everything in it. And then, of course, to have a message that mature for children to understand, that's really not so much about any specific religion. You may not believe this, but I'm Jewish. Yeah. And I was always touched by just the universal message of seeking the real meaning of something like Christmas. But at the same time, when I put that cartoon together, I thought there'd be a laugh there when Jesus had a tear down his eye. I just thought the audience couldn't possibly see that cartoon the way I do, and that they would, ultimately it's a cartoon and it's making Jesus Christ shed a tear. But as you can see, there's just dead silence there because everybody feels exactly what Jesus Christ is feeling at that moment, sheer reverence and gratitude. And I'm just very honored that I was able to, pay tribute to my, greatest hero in the arts, pretty much. And Mrs. Schultz is here. There she is, wait. Okay. There she is. God bless you. Jean Schultz. Everybody sit down and get a good look at her. You stay standing, Jean. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm very honored. Okay. I can't apologize enough for that guy. Okay, now that on the ground floor, and he had pizzas being delivered, and he had Westminster dogs running up and down the aisles, lots of energy, and my wife bought me this puppet, and the first time she bought a few of, it's like a company that's out of business. And I immediately got very excited and started sniffing her ass with it. And she was fine with that. She has weird tastes in many ways. And the first bit we did, I wanted to parody what Letterman was doing, because our sort of manifesto at that show, we decided was that we were gonna, there was found humor. Letterman had mastered it. Having stagehands deliver lines. Of course, ironically, Pierre Bernard is now doing the same thing. But in the beginning, we wanted to go completely the other way. Everything was going to be made up. Everything would be sort of a parody of found humor. And so I thought it would be funny to have Westminster dogs compete against each other. And then we would just bring out puppets, and originally the puppets would sing, the theme from The Bodyguard, or they would light their farts, or do Jack Nicholson impressions. It was only about 3 years in that I suggested an insult comic, and That's him.
The rest is history.
That's the rest is blighted. God, I didn't want to say that. I'm sorry. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so, dear God, yes, you have 5 words. 5 words. Okay, look well. Hurry up!
Has any celebrity ever not gotten the joke of Triumph?
Yes, Eminem.
I'm not surprised.
Eminem wasn't told about Triumph. I had done Jennifer Lopez the year before, and I actually asked Jennifer Lopez. I was supposed to talk to Carson Daly. How dull would that have been? And I saw, like, right in front of him. That wasn't a Freudian slip. Right in front of Carson on the aisle was J-Lo, and I was like, I just sort of walked on my knees like the pathetic loser I am. And I'm like, I have this dog, can I have her talk to you in the next commercial break? And she's like, what is he gonna say? He's got, you know, he'll probably make a joke about your butt. Oh, not another butt joke. Look, it's all I got. I played up the pathetic thing and it worked out. But then the next year, Eminem, we didn't approach him. It was like, oh, he's gonna love it, MTV. We know Eminem, trust us, we're MTV. Great sense of humor, he's Eminem. He's gonna love it. You know, and he had, he thought they were completely fucking with him because he had a huge fight with Moby going on at the time. Moby was like, you know, let's have Moby talk to Triumph too. And then you'll turn it on Eminem. And it's like, so he sees Moby, like, placed behind him with me in the commercial break. He turns around, looks at Moby. What's going on, pussy? And Moby's like talking to me. I had no idea that he was this mad. And I was like, well, we got 30 seconds. We're on. So I made fun of Moby, and then I tried to make fun of Eminem. And he, of course, panicked, and the rapper Proof threw my nerdy script into the air, and they cut to Christina Aguilera, holding it up on and I was really upset, and everybody's like, dude, you must have been scared and shitless, fucking around Eminem and black people. Like, what are you talking about? It was like being in a WWE sketch. And they're just like, you know, Eminem's making faces, it's like, Bruce throwing my shit in the air, and then he's got like this smirk on his face at the same time. I was really mad just because they cut away. I was about to rip his ass. And that's all I could think about was, fuck, I had all these great jokes. And I thought it was a disaster. And then at the party, everybody's like, dude, congratulations, man. Everyone's talking about it. It was like, it sucked. But it ended up like turning Triumph into a much bigger thing, so. And Eminem is still obsessed with it. Like 2 years later, he wrote a rap song about it. That everyone ended up hating. And then he calls me and wants me to be in the video, and what am I gonna say? So I had to say yes, because I didn't want him to name check me personally the next time. Robert Smigel is a fucking fag. I was so grateful that the song was about Triumph and not about me. You know? So the guy has a lot of power. Okay, can I show Look Well now?